break it all down. The Vault Studio, the best show in town. Let's show in town. Let's show in town. Lights on, mic check. Game time, let's go. Jay George, Scotty running the show. Rock on the mix, keeping it tight. NFL talk every day, every night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vault Studio NFL podcast. I am one of your glaringly handsome hosts, JA, and I'm joined by the big muscle man himself, Scotty.
Yeah.
And also Spanakopiter on the couch as well, Big Georgie K, who we were a bit worried. Me and Scotty were just talking, got to about 8:15, and we thought, is George going to no-show because of the Eagles?
Oh, here we go. Have a
It'll be the second no-show.
Yeah. I knew Scotty was going to come because he hasn't worn denim all week, so we knew he was going to be okay.
Wow. Oh, yeah, no, he's not going to get that denim.
I might go
Yeah.
denim on denim for my work breakup.
You definitely should. Double denim.
Yeah.
Go same color. Really steer into it.
Yeah. All right.
I respect that.
I'll send a photo.
Same color double denim is diabolical.
It is diabolical.
It's like you op shopping.
Now, this is an NFL podcast, not a fashion podcast. Thank
Clearly.
God for that. Shout out to our beautiful sponsors, the Sporting Globe, Churnside Park.
These are fashionable lads.
They are very fashionable. Scotty, yep. Okay.
I'm still waiting with everyone else in the order.
Aren't you hot with that hoodie on?
No.
Okay. Because you can't take it off, can you?
No.
He doesn't wear t-shirts under his hoodies. That's how I know. Anyway, Sporting Globe. Download the app. Make sure you change the sponsorship information to the Vault Studio. Get in there. Get some spending on. Have a good meal. Get your voucher on your birthday. All the discounts. Make sure you enjoy it. If you go to the Sporting Globe, you should definitely have the app. And if you don't go, what the fuck are you doing there everywhere? So get into it.
Exactly, yeah.
And make sure you look after our sponsors. And shout out to Dave and Eloise down at Churnside Park. Got some listener questions. We put out a post last night.
So put up the social so people know.
The social, that's Pittsburgh. That's not the socials. So we've got Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And shout out to everyone on YouTube. Our views are really, really growing on there, which is awesome to see. Our followers are growing. Said there's a long way to go before we can quit our jobs and make this our sole income, but
I like my job too much.
Yeah, me too. We'll just hire someone to run the studio and we'll just come into the podcast and go.
I'd almost quit my job for $10 a day at the moment.
If anyone of Scotty's workmates are listening, he's not joking.
Yeah, no,
right. Treat him right.
Not even.
Otherwise, you're dealing with. Otherwise, he's coming in. So I'll come in and yell, and then George will come in after me, obviously, for the physical application.
Any way you want me to make $10, I'll make it.
Hey, $10 is $10.
Yeah, that's
you
it.
don't know where you just walked into. Because I have a drawer of $10
So we
notes.
got plenty of good games to. I'm getting this shit back on course because
Yes,
you're the problem.
Yes, I am.
We've got plenty of good games to review.
Yep, and then some questions to come through as well.
Some good questions. These are blind. Scotty and I have not seen them. Have you've reviewed them slightly?
I've tried to not read them in depth. Yeah.
Right.
In fairness, I only looked at them before when I got them all organized.
So these are blind, and we're just going to give our.
And I'll try, if we have a listener question that relates to the game we're talking about while we're doing it, I'll try and infuse it into the game then.
And
but
if not, we'll circle back anyway.
We'll get them at the end. Let's start with the probably one of the biggest surprises of the week, which was the Steelers getting lucky in a win over the Ravens. And I made that headline, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Likely scored a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
That was absolute. He took about 7 steps with the ball in his hand.
What? I've got a question for you guys.
Yep. Ask.
Because the end zone is not the field of play.
No.
The end zone is 2 steps. You've controlled the ball. You've broken the plane.
Play's over.
It's a touchdown, right?
Yep.
The
2
play's
steps,
over.
shin,
That's it.
bum, elbow.
Yep. Unless you fall to the ground, then you have to
What are
survive
refs
the ground.
expecting Likely to do to catch the ball, run 50 meters, get his deck chair out, sit down, have a
I think they just want him to run from side to side in the end zone while having possession.
What more do you want the guy to do?
They want him to do like what you do at the end of Madden when you're trying to waste the clock, where you run back and forth just in front to get the clock down.
Yeah.
But it was a touchdown. It was 100% touchdown. And that was the go-ahead touchdown. So
it was. And then obviously Andrews dropped that other one as well.
Yeah. Can I just say something on the Ravens, though? I'm just not feeling them. There's something. I know though they're 6 and 7 now. Careful, all the young fans are going off.
8,
but
9.
There's something seriously out of order. The effort's not quite there the last couple of weeks.
I call it the funk. We got a little bit.
Yeah,
of funk.
I call it stale coaching.
Potentially that
I
too.
think it's run its course, and I said it in the preseason. It looked like it ran its course last year. That you hear the same like
The same
phrases,
same
the
method,
same thing
Yeah.
all over and over again, and it sort of just loses its appeal a little bit.
Yeah.
Team doesn't look motivated.
No, and if I told you that the Ravens rushed for 200 yards in this game, you would have thought that they won by 3 scores.
Should have, yeah.
And there's just something not quite right. The red zone offense isn't working well. They're dropping catches that they don't normally drop. Not the likely one. That was a catch. But, and all that being said,
Lamar missing a lot of easy throws too. Like he missed a lot of gimme throws, man.
He's rusty, right? And the good thing about this game was that he was running the ball again, which was a good sign. I thought that was a good sign. He had a rushing touchdown, 7 for 43 yards, but he looked more open to running with the ball than he normally does. But what was missing for him is, when he normally goes to run and then the defense comes up on him and then he just finds that dump off or finds that. And normally it's a big play, right?
Yeah.
He was missing those throws.
Yes, that's what
I'm missing them by a lot. They're out of sync. They're out of order. I don't know what's going on. And basically Pittsburgh, all they did was not lose this game. They ran the ball like shit, so they couldn't run the game out. Rodgers played fine without being amazing. Like he was fine.
It was one of his better games this year from Rodgers. He was moving moving
and Metcalf had his best game of the season for them by a long way. I don't know. It just felt like nothing. Even given that drop, that touchdown that wasn't called, it just didn't feel like they were going to win that game. For mostly, like it would have felt like if that touchdown had counted, which it should have, and they won this game, they stole it. That's what it would have felt like. Which is,
I agree.
Which is wild when you run for 200 yards. Defense played pretty solid. Really, they really should have won that game, and they're kicking themselves for it.
I think what we're seeing now is two tier 3 teams that have fallen from grace.
Yep. And
that these sort of games is what we should be expecting from them, because they're not really going to set the house on fire.
Yeah, I still think the Ravens are going to win the division.
I think whoever wins that division is going to get stomped in the first round.
I think so too.
You're the same as the Bucs/Panthers on the other side. Like
I don't know how you say that though, because if you look at Baltimore's run home, there's some tough games there, man.
They've got Bengals. I think they'll beat the Bengals because
at Bengals.
Yeah, well, they lost them a couple of weeks ago. I just think that it'll even itself up a little bit.
It didn't. Oh yeah, that did. Yeah,
No,
when Joe Burrow's first game back.
No way.
I think they'll beat the Patriots.
The way Burrow played against the Bills, no way. They're not winning that game.
No, he did play pretty well. That's pretty fair.
There's no way.
They're in strife.
They're not going to beat the Patriots, and they're not going to beat the Packers.
But the Pittsburgh could very realistically lose to the Dolphins this week as well.
Yeah, Dolphins aren't bad.
At home, but they could lose to the Dolphins. The Dolphins are getting right at the right time.
Yeah,
like I don't think they can save their season.
Not
in a playoff point of view.
They can.
Mathematically, they're alive.
Not in the cold.
Potentially not. You're right. It's going to be colder there. But then you've got Pittsburgh, you've got the Lions, the Browns, and the Ravens again. Like I think it'll come down to that last game.
It probably will.
It'll probably even itself out. But I don't know. I was really disappointed. I can't imagine how Ravens fans felt, because I was so disappointed as a non-Ravens fan. Just like, what a pathetic
Probably
effort.
Relief, to be honest.
Well,
relief
yeah.
that this
Forced the hand.
Yeah, that this iteration's over. They underachieved throughout the 4-year period, and they.
Dumb thing is they extended Henry, so his new 3 years kicks in next year.
Well, we all thought that was a fantastic signing at the time.
I said the same thing a couple of weeks ago when they had another bad loss. I said to you, this is a good thing, because it'll make them change. It'll make them
it was last week.
Was it?
It was last week. It was a show. It was after they lost to the Bengals.
Yeah. I think
do something.
Yeah,
like almost not making the playoffs is what this team kind of needs. But I still don't think they'll move on from Harborough. I don't think they have the balls to do it.
I think they have to.
I think they do too. I think they need to move on.
I think they need
no matter what happens, they need to move on. But I don't think
the Steelers probably need to move on from Tomlin as well.
Well, he's just going to do his usual. He's going to finish 9-7, maybe make the playoffs, and that's what that'll be.
Unfortunately, whoever wins this division will be one of these two teams more than likely. They've just got one and done written all over them.
Well, because they'll most likely get the Bills week 1.
Yeah.
Like it's trending that
Chargers
way. Or Texans.
Yeah.
Who are all going to beat them. Like, I think so. Like
Texans will fucking destroy these teams.
These two teams are really just that just really just hanging on by the skin of their teeth, and this will be whatever happens. This will be the last hurrah for both of these teams. It'll be a bit of a rebuild and a retool for both of them. I think
so too, and I think the Steelers have got a harder road back, because I don't think Rodgers will play.
They've got the harder road back because they don't have the quarterback.
Yeah,
at least the Ravens have got Lamar. They can fast track the rebuild.
Yep,
and that's why they should. That's why they should just rip the fucking Band-Aid off and just sink your teeth in and get it done.
Yeah,
and just get out to the other side of it.
If you keep
and go
pushing,
again.
if you keep pushing it on, it'll just be this every year for the next 3 or 4 years. or 5 years, and Lamar will be old.
And then
He
his
won't be as
prime's
effective,
finished.
and it's
That's it.
done. Yeah, you're right. They need to like they did what the Bills did 2 years ago.
Exactly. Just rip the
We're
Band-Aid
just, you know
off.
what? This team's not the iteration that's going to win a Super Bowl. Let's start fresh.
2019 was the year. Anyway.
I think so too. All right, let's get to the next game, which is the Tennessee Titans getting the win over Shador and the Browns. I
Hey.
told you we'd talk about it.
I'm gonna say one thing. You say Shador, I'm gonna say the following.
Yeah.
Shador won that game. The Browns lost that game. The Browns lost that game. Shador won.
Like, in fairness, I don't disagree with you, right?
He definitely did enough to win the game.
Yeah, and
He had a
and
fantastic game.
I don't disagree
Didn't
that
have a
taking him off the
fantastic game.
field on the 2-point conversion was the right move. I think that was a bad move. He's the hot quarterback. He's just driven the field and scored. You leave him in.
He scored two touchdown drives.
Yeah.
To tie the game, essentially, with 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go, and he led two.
But he did
touchdown
fail
drives.
the other 2-point conversion as well.
Yeah, but the point is, you shouldn't even be going for the 2-point at that point. Just kick the field goal. You're only then down by 7, and you're in the game still.
Nah, but that's
Yeah,
the
math.
analytics.
Yeah.
Is that on
You know, this-
percentage? I
This
agree.
egghead analytics shit. It's got to go.
I don't agree with it either. But I'm just
But
telling.
then the
for
game doesn't go to overtime. Then you get another chance to tie it.
Yeah, so the people that don't understand, you basically 2-point conversions are almost 60%
Yeah.
percentage of getting them, right? So if it's a 14-point game late, you go for it on the first one, because if you don't get it, statistically you're going to get the next one,
Yeah,
right? That's
right.
what it tells you. That's what the analytics says on it. It's one of the actual smarter analytics, I think. But
Sometimes
it
I
is,
just- I just
yeah.
don't. Sometimes, and mate, call me a dinosaur, call me whatever you want. Just don't have think the room.
I just think they should have kicked the field goals on both of them, gone to overtime, and they win this game in
They win it
overtime because
easily.
the Titans have fallen apart.
They'd fallen apart. Cleveland were rolling.
Yeah. And also the
Shador had a
2-point conversion,
fantastic
it didn't work. It was a bad call in the end, but that is a 2-point play, that last one that they've practiced all season long. And
Yeah.
they were ready to run it.
So,
And in Stefanski's mind, I think he's saying, well, this is the time to pull it out. It's going to look fantastic. And it backfired on
I got a little bit of a theory about this.
I know you do.
You know me. I err on the side of conspiratorial.
Mm.
Yeah, I know, crazy, right?
Scotty, are you okay? Are you in shock as much as I am?
Yeah, I'm just
And-
waiting.
I solemnly believe,
Mm.
and I know that you say that I buy into media hype and all this stuff, which I
Do.
don't believe that I do, but
Mm.
maybe I do.
Sometimes.
But
Not all the time. That's why you're so
I
infuriating, because sometimes you're doing something.
Sometimes you
It's
do.
Why
the
would you
it's the inconsistency.
I truly believe that, because it's beyond doubt that Stefanski hates Shador and he doesn't want him as his quarterback, and by extension, he doesn't want him to succeed. I
Yep.
truly believe in my heart of hearts that he went for that 2-point
To win
without
without
Shador, to win without him, because he didn't want Shador to be the hero, because then all the media and everyone was just going to eat it up and lap it up, because that's what they do.
Yeah.
That if he scored that 2-point to win the game, that he was going to get all the flowers.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with you in theory, right? But preface it's in theory right now. The truth will come out at some point, because I don't think Stefanski will be there next year.
I'm surprised he wasn't fired already.
There's no point with a few games left. And you know what? Shador's working with his offense, so you may as well keep it, because he's the only quarterback ever in his first 5 starts to have 350 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's the other thing as well. Like, he's proved a lot of doubters wrong. He is, I'm not saying that he's, the next Joe Montana, but
No.
he is proving that he can be an NFL starting quarterback.
I agree.
That's his third start. And that's the performance he gave.
Yeah.
It's clear that with every start,
He
every
wasn't
rep-
that good.
Yes, he was. He
wasn't that
Scott,
good.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
He
All
wasn't.
right.
He wasn't.
All right.
He was.
No, that's
he was
crazy.
good. He was
If
good.
you s- if
He was
you
good
watch
enough
the
to
film-
win a game, but let's
if
not
you
put
wa-
him up here with Tom Brady.
No, I'm not putting him up with Tom Brady. All I'm saying is that he has shown that he is an NFL starter.
He's got
To say
junk.
not,
He's got junk stats, and I've got the stats here. So
get the stats, bro. Watch the game.
I watched the game. He was okay.
he was
Watch the
okay.
game. He was.
He
I didn't say he
hits-
was fantastic. I said he was good. He played well.
Good
He hit some wide open receivers. Do you know how many passing yards he had in airtime with the ball?
Have a guess, because it surprised me when you told me.
Have a
before.
guess.
How many do you reckon you had in air yards?
Air yards,
120, 150.
102.
Okay,
So that's 262 yards in yak.
fantastic. Good.
That's not on the quarterback. That's on
Yes,
the
it
person
is.
with the ball.
Okay, how is it? How is it not on the quarterback if he's throwing people open like what he was?
He's not throwing people
Yes,
open.
he is.
He
he
made some
is.
good throws. I'll
He
agree.
made some good throws. Those those touchdown throws. Those 2 touchdown throws were elite. They were dots, bro.
Oh,
Absolute dots.
the one to the
Njoku.
the Njoku one. That was wasn't that good. He actually,
Dude, it's his third start.
okay, I'm just saying it wasn't a dot. He threw it behind it. Like that was a great play by Njoku, and it was a great throw. He was under pressure. Like he put it in an area where the receiver could make a play. But
if that was any other quarter, if that was Jackson Dart making that throw, you guys would still be.
No, I wouldn't.
Hey, no, I haven't sung Jackson Dart's praises
No, he
at all.
would.
No, I
likes
wouldn't.
Jackson Dart. If it was Josh Allen, I'd probably be up and about.
So all I'm saying is give the kid a break. He's doing the right things. He's saying the right things. He's playing well. It's his third start. No other quarterback this year, especially no rookie quarterback has thrown for more than 300 yards this year.
That's true.
Okay. He's playing
That
well.
includes Jalen Hurts.
No, I don't know. That's thrown 300 yards. Isn't it? There's plenty of quarterbacks. It's actually.
I can't even have a problem conversation with you.
It's fair now.
No, do you want so you think the 262 yards yak is on Shador?
I didn't say
Some of it is.
Some of it is, yes.
Yeah,
not all of it.
Okay.
There was some
Some of it
throws
is.
where he threw into
He threw
really
guys
good
open
windows.
into windows, and guys are open, and he's hitting them in stride, which is what you're supposed to do as a quarterback.
Yeah, but the air yards is on him. The air yards is on the quarterback.
No, I
but
don't agree with
But
that
if-
fully.
No, but if he puts the ball in a position, if he doesn't put the ball exactly where it's supposed to go, so that the receiver can hit it in stride at full speed and keep running, those yak yards don't come. If he throws it behind,
He
if throws
plays
it
in the
low-
NFL. He's meant to put the ball in the right
But
spot.
plenty don't.
Scott, it's his third start.
I don't care if it's his third start.
Then
Or
you're,
what
if you don't care if it's his
Hang
third
on.
start,
No,
you're
no,
an
no.
idiot.
I've
If
let
you
you
don't
had
care, you're an idiot.
I've let you had your thing. People are putting him up here because he threw for 360 yards. I'm saying that a lot of it is yak off screens. So
A lot
let's
of it
not
was
put
not
him
off
up here
screens.
just yet.
He had one big play from a screen. The rest was good throws, good quarterback play.
There was a lot of screens.
Look, the bottom line is we can put a button on this. He's earned the right in his first 3 starts to see what he's got.
Definitely.
He's earned, as you said, he's earned a break. He's earned people to just back off him a little
Just
bit.
back off. Let the kid play. All I'm saying is let the kid play. He's clearly doing well,
But-
but he's clearly doing the right things.
Also, keep in mind, they lost this game to the
They
worst
did.
worst
They did.
team in football.
And the other thing I want to say, he thoroughly outplayed the number 1 pick, Cam Ward. Thoroughly outplayed.
Yeah, Cam Ward really. He didn't show. His first.
You can't tell me
Half was
in
good.
conscience. You both of you cannot tell me that in good conscience
No, he outplayed Cam
that
Ward.
that one of them should have been the number 1 pick and one of them should have been drafted in the 5th round. The
I
gap between those two is not that big.
yeah,
I
but
think
can
the
we talk
talent-
about the pedigree coming out of
Yeah.
college? If we're talking about when the pick was made, it was absolutely the right pick because Cam Ward was by far the best quarterback in the draft, and Shador Sanders was not even though his number was retired, he was not deserving of being a first round.
And you guys crap on about the number of
Who's Cam Ward's coach? Because he got fired week 4, 5.
Callahan.
Callahan got fired. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't. I don't even know who the coach is at the moment.
That's my point.
I've said
that's
it
my
before.
point.
And Stefanski's a good
Stefanski
offensive
is
coordinator.
a good coach and a good offensive.
And that's what's
coordinator.
bizarre about this. Stefanski should be steering into this.
I know.
I genuinely think he wants out of Cleveland.
No,
I think he wants out as much as they want him out. I don't think he wants to be there at all. I think he's had enough.
But why though? I don't understand.
Because he doesn't want to
He
be.
sucks. The owner sucks.
Yeah, the team sucks.
The team sucks.
Like,
Is it just because
Even if Shador ends up being good, they'll fuck him over in 2 years somehow and trade for a sex defender.
Is it just because they drafted Shador and he just didn't want him? Is that why? And he's just
Maybe.
throwing the baby out with the bottle?
Maybe there's a because that shows a sign of unrest in the building. If he didn't want a guy, they took Gabriel, and then the owner made him take him in the 5th round.
But Stefanski wanted Gabriel, and he fucking sucks.
He's not
in
as
fairness to Gabriel, if he got to start against 2 of the worst teams in football, he might have had 300 yards.
Dude, he had all the offseason first team reps, and he had all.
No,
Joe
that's
Flacco did.
Flacco.
And yet, no. He was taking a lot of the first team reps. They said
Oh.
it.
I disagree with that. But
But on
anyway,
the sideline where
I'm saying Flacco
No, but
started the first
listen.
5 games. Like Gabriel didn't have opportunities against crappy teams either. All of them anyway. But all I said, Shador, he's earned the right to get a break. You can see how he plays out. But
he's going to start the rest of the year, and then we'll have enough of a sample size to see
yeah,
what
annoys
the
me about
future
him is
looks
we're
like.
already seeing the hubris of him, the attitude of him. It's
no,
already
we haven't.
it's getting
When?
worse every week.
When?
Fighting with Simmons. What quarterback's going to fight with Simmons?
How did he fight with him? Well, because he showed him the watch after he
That's
scored a touchdown.
the watch celebration is the most nepo baby fuckwit celebration in the world. Like that's a
How is
tosser
it-
celebration.
how is it
I
any
can't
different?
believe that Jordan's dying on the hill
different?
defending
How is
Shador.
that any different to Jared Allen's lasso thing that he used to do every time he used to sack a quarterback? It's a thing. It's his thing. It's his shtick.
Because
Jared
Watkins-
Allen's got 160.
Because showing the watch is showing that I have a Rolex and I'm fucking rich. That's what that is. That's what it,
that's a generational thing, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's alike.
and I don't have to like it.
So you're
we're-
you're old man yelling at clouds. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. all right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm putting on my George cape.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm old man
It-
yelling at
It
clouds.
just
All right.
irritates me. He's got a shit attitude, and it's going to come out. The little bit of success
No,
he gets,
I
it'll come out.
disagree.
And-
I hope it doesn't.
And you know it's rubbing the NFL the wrong way because when the Titans picked him off and they all went into the end zone and they all did the
Of
watch
course they're
save.
going to do it, bro. What do you think they're going to do? Of course they're going to
Yeah, I reckon when they used to pick off Rodgers, which was very rarely, they all did.
Of
the
course they did, bro. Well, they're going to rub it in. What are you talking about? This is football.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see how it plays
Good-
out.
Good for him. And, good for
And
the Browns.
what on the Titans getting a win?
Yeah, that's the biggest story.
All right, Jags ending the Colts season. Daniel Jones tears his Achilles.
Jeez, this is bad.
This couldn't have gone any worse for them because this was basically the winner of this game is essentially like overtaken the Colts, and the fact that they drummed them and
Yeah, obviously
Daniel-
the winner of this game's overtaken the Colts.
No, for the
well
division, like,
for the division, I mean,
Yeah, I know,
because
but-
they were so tight. So this game had everything riding on it,
Yeah,
and not only do they sucked when they had Daniel Jones. Like
They
the
did.
Jags were never losing this game.
No.
They looked 10 times better than them. Lawrence is starting to really understand Cohen's offense, I believe. I don't think it's perfect still. Don't get me wrong.
first year is always going to be a bit of growing pains.
he's
Man.
Yeah.
definitely dicing teams up with it.
Yep.
In patches.
Brian Thomas Jr. is starting to find his feet again in the offense. I think there could be that's starting to get a better connection every
Yeah.
week. There's something there. And then on the flip side, like whatever you think of Daniel Jones this year, well, like he was obviously a bit of a soft schedule merchant early, but he ran one of the best offenses in football. It's still the number one offense in football statistically, even after their last 4 weeks. But he's torn his Achilles. So now they signed Phillip Rivers today.
Yeah, to
Dude,
the
hang
practice
on.
squad. Yeah,
Before we get to Phillip Rivers, does everyone remember they gave up next year's first round pick for Sauce?
Source, yeah,
I remember.
yeah, for first round.
That's
yeah, all right, but you're not counting on your.
I know you're not counting on
breaking
injury.
his leg and then
but-
tearing his.
I know, but it's
On his
still
opposite leg, by the way.
extremely risky business because we haven't seen this continuously with Daniel Jones,
Yeah, and he was.
and he was starting to look.
let's
bad.
not let the injury disguise
how
and
bad they were.
band-aid how crap he was the last few weeks.
Yeah.
I think the word crap is strong. I don't think he was crap.
Average. How
I think he
average
was-
he's been. But he is without JTT running for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. That offense is terrible, and it has been terrible the last few weeks. And it's caught up with them. The Colts don't make the playoffs.
No, I don't think so.
No, they can't now. With who? With Phillip Rivers,
So-
who's technically a grandfather.
Rivers is
No, he
he is a
Okay,
grandfather.
he's
Yeah.
a grandfather.
He on Rivers is on the practice squad, which means that he can train this week. I actually don't think Rivers plays for them.
Maybe
Oh,
not.
if they roll Rivers out against Seattle, he's
Nah.
not even going to make
He
it to his
definitely
Hall of
won't.
Fame
He definitely
speech.
won't play this week.
Yeah.
But I've seen some funny stuff. How many phone calls do you reckon they made before they hit Phillip Rivers?
Oh, he would have been in the 90s.
Like, surely they called Brady, Luck, or we've already joked, Luck's on speed dial. Like, and there's a once a week phone call going, you sure?
Yeah.
You happy down in Stanford?
Yeah, yeah.
But they must have exhausted all resources before they were like, we could try Phillip. He's at home with 9 kids. Like, he's probably looking for a way to get out, have a break. But it's all doom and gloom for the Colts and well under the Jags. Like
That was a big
think-
time win.
So who did the Jags play? I've got it up here. So the Jags they've got the Jets next week, which I think they beat the Jets
Very
quite
winnable
comfortably.
game at home as well.
Then they've got Broncos, Colts, and Titans.
They'll win 3 of those for sure.
They can
Uh,
definitely push the Broncos.
yeah, I think.
Out of the Broncos is probably
Broncos is probably the
tall
only
last.
coin flip in that.
No, it's not a coin flip. Broncos are easy.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Easily
they're
gonna-
only underdog. They're
Yeah.
probably- I think they'll be the favorite in every other game but the Broncos.
Agreed.
oh for sure.
So I think they'll win the division. Texans we'll talk about soon, but
How many
they're
wins- how many
steamrolling.
wins will that give them?
That'll put them to 12 wins.
5.
Wow, good for them.
Yeah, and actually, while I remember it, we had a question from our boy Regan, who asked.
Shout out, Regan.
I'll quickly.
And then I
get
want to
it
ask
up.
you something about Daniel Jones.
Okay, cool. So Regan asked, should Liam Cohen be coach of the year?
Jeez, I'll tell
I
you
think
Tough. There's a few guys in the running for it now. Few first year head coaches, which is what they traditionally love to give the award to.
what?
Yeah.
But in fact, like Ben Johnson, Vrabel, and Cohen are now, they're probably all 3 going to be playoff teams. Definitely
Yeah.
2 of them are.
he's definitely ascended in the conversation. I think Johnson still wins it because the turnaround in that tougher division
Yep.
and the tougher conference is probably
Where did the Patriots finish in the East last year?
Last, they were four.
they had picked
12.
3 or 4.
Yeah, they were 4 and 12. They took the tackle with 4, whose name I always
Will-
forget.
his
Will
name's
Campbell.
Will Campbell. Yeah.
I think it might be the Patriots purely because of that, because it's just such a.
But
Yeah,
Vrabel's
I've
also
seen
been a
Vrabel.
coach before.
Yeah,
He's
that's
one
right.
coach of the year before. He did
Yeah.
that with the Titans as well. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying they shouldn't get it because of that, but I'm just going with the narrative what
Sure.
the
Yeah.
voters do.
That's
My
right.
money's still on the Patriots.
All right, what's your question on Daniel Jones?
What happens with him now? Because
Well, he'll miss most of next year.
he's surely the Colts can't sign him. They can't.
No, he's a free agent next
Yeah,
year.
that's what I'm saying. The Colts can't. Extend him.
I
There's
don't
no
think
way.
so. I think he might be done.
I think they should give him another 1 year deal.
Why?
And then when he's healthy, give him a shot.
You're right.
Achilles isn't a full year recovery.
No, but
But
you
he's not gonna
can't
accept it when you
throw
do.
him to the wolves without him training with the team and all that sort of stuff in like week 10.
Well, this could actually
Week
work
6.
this could work in favor for the Colts. They could get him on a much cheaper deal now. And if they back that he's the guy, get him on a cheaper deal. Like
Sure.
what other options? The quarterback free agency market is poo. It is
Yeah.
horrendous.
No, I think they should kick the tires on
on a vet.
Mac Jones or something like that.
Yeah, I think Mac Jones should be developed the ball next year. But I also think Mac Jones is under contract. I think he signed a 2-year deal.
Maybe.
So they might have to trade for someone.
Sure.
But there's going to be there will be options as the season
There'd be
opens
a
up.
bridge quarterback. Like I think Drew Lock's out of contract. He's an okay starter for a bridge quarterback, sort of.
Yeah, you could. There's a few guys like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's been interesting to say, but well done to the Jags. Let's go.
Yep.
This one can be a quick one. I just wanted to discuss the
Oh.
Vikings absolutely run it up on the Washington Commanders. JJ McCarthy played
He looks really
definitely
good.
his best
look
game
good.
of the year. 16 of 23, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Can I? My question was: is JJ McCarthy back? But
No.
did you guys watch any of this game? Like honestly,
I just watched the highlights.
Yeah.
the Commanders, I can't remember a team that looked so fucking uninterested in playing
Yeah.
a football game.
They are this, and I usually bust this phrase out around this time of year. They're carbo on 3 break.
They are
Yeah.
done. And then Jaden
Yep.
Daniels got hurt again.
Yep.
In
Junk time.
in another little boy situation,
Yep.
Mhm.
Was getting ragdolled.
but like 90 people a week get stiff armed, and somehow he gets stiff armed and he's dead.
He's just frail, bro.
He's too
frail.
small. He's too small. Too slight.
Yeah, frail,
Yeah.
frail, slight, whatever
Yeah.
word you want to use. He's just
Yeah.
too small and too skinny to play in the NFL. Like he's got to, I don't know what he's got to do.
But I think Dan
He needs to
Quinn,
get some tests.
I think Dan Quinn's
Maybe.
in some trouble.
Yeah, I think
Because
he might be one and done.
That team
Oh, it's two and done now.
quit.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
quit.
Yeah,
Every single one of those players did not want to play football.
Yeah.
because as I was watching the highlights, it was like, and I said this to myself. I said, is McCarthy good, like looking good, or Washington looking that bad?
In
I think
fairness,
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both, yeah. In fairness to KOC, he simplified the offense a lot,
Mm.
which probably wouldn't work if they were playing a team that gave a shit or tried.
Yeah.
And he kind of did it on a perfect week. But again, some of the throws he made, it made me think, okay, well, maybe. Like it's not all doom and gloom.
I think the thing with McCarthy is that obviously he doesn't have enough talent to become, the next Josh Allen or whatever. He doesn't have
Fair.
the arm, whatever, but he's got enough talent and enough skill to be a competent starter in the NFL. But what he definitely lacks is confidence.
Yeah,
And,
probably helped. Okay.
just that's what sort of the remainder of the year is, and going into training camp needs to be, just to
Should be their only goal is seeing
Reps
what they
up
can do with him.
and just build some confidence in
Yeah, but the
man.
team's timeline, they can't afford a year of waiting. They've sort of cooked it. They're trying to do the 2 timeline thing and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, that's fair.
And also, like, he only threw for 160 yards.
Yeah, it was more
and
than touchdowns.
Jefferson still not in any aspect of this offense. He's just not being used. At
No,
all.
because he's the downfield threat.
The-
and
the-
McCarthy
yeah,
can't
yeah,
do
he
it
can't.
at this stage. He can't. Well, I don't think he can get that part of his game because he doesn't have the arm talent.
No, I don't
Simple
think
as
so.
that. There are guys that just don't have the arm talent.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
Well, they got at the end of the season. They got 2 choices. They're either married to that pick or they move on and
Yep.
and make a call.
Yep, I think he's going to buy himself a year, and I hope it doesn't cost Kevin O'Connell his job, but I think it might.
I think it might. Yeah.
Yeah, next year though, I don't think. it'll
I
be
haven't
this year.
seen enough. Like, beating the shit out of a bad team is sort of like not really.
Not only are they a bad team, they're a bad team that didn't give a shit. Even
Yeah.
if they tried, they're still a bad team.
Yeah.
Like, that's how bad they are. They did not try. It was glaringly obvious. If I was Dan Quinn, I would have walked in that locker room and been like, what the fuck, guys? Like, honestly, that's what you're going to do to me?
That's in AFL terms, they call that performance a coach killer.
Yes,
They call
coach
it.
killer.
Yep.
All right, next game, just a quick one as well. Dolphins have their way with the Jets.
They did.
Mainly on this
Cool
one.
uniforms, not good play.
Yeah, awful play. Another question from Regan, who's a big Dolphins guy. Dolphins guy. If the Dolphins win out, is McDaniel safe for another year?
I don't even think he needs to.
I think he's safe. Yeah.
I think he's safe
I
already.
think he's earned himself the right next
Yeah.
year to refresh the roster a little bit and start again.
I agree.
I
It
think
was glaringly obvious that this roster had huge flaws coming into the year,
Yes.
particularly on the O line and the D line, and we've sort of highlighted that as well, where a lot of teams when they're rebuilding or they're retooling all that sort of stuff, they usually take flyers on second, third round for offensive line, and they really haven't. And now it's sort of
caught up with it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Their center's good. I like their center. He played.
Yeah, I've forgotten his name, but I know you're talking the rookie. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
yeah, and their right tackle's okay. I think it's Marshall, who was a first round pick a couple of years ago. He's all right too, but yeah, you need 5 solid guys. Like, you can't have a weak spot on your own line. It's such a, especially like a really bad guy on your own line. It just destroys you.
Yeah, us the Chargers, how that goes.
Yeah, and the Ravens, unfortunately, with our Aussie boy,
Mm.
God, he's been getting just bathed in the media the last couple of weeks. Poor
Yep.
fella. I hope he picks it up, old Daniel. Let's go to another upset of the week, and the Saints have kind of made a bit of a season of doing this. They're going to hurt some feelings, but the Saints get the upset with the big win over the Panthers, and I've just got one thing
over the Bucks. Yeah, the big winner is
Over
the
the
Panthers. Yeah.
and I've got something. Our boy Tristan Michael, our resident Saints fan, he sent us in something, so I want to play it.
Please. Oh my god.
Jingle bell, Saints gotta win.
Jesus.
Fuck the Falcons, we're coming for them. They're gonna be last in the NFC South. Then they don't have to pay. Holy fuck, we gotta win.
I think I must be in like an honorary
That is
Saints fan,
absolutely
because
amazing.
fuck, the Falcons are so shit.
And you know what? And we said this last week, but shook. He deserves a shot next year. He should be the guy going to next year. Give him a full season, rebuild the team a bit.
100% ride with him next year.
If they sell the farm for a quarterback now before rebuilding the rest of the team, they are absolute morons. They need to get as much talent in that building, because as I said before, if he sucks next year, you'll be up for a quarterback anyway.
Yeah,
you won't be successful anyway. So you need to. Yeah, I'm excited to see some of the. They get some cap back next year. They got some things they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What under the Saints and for the Bucks? This is just a disastrous loss. They are tail spinning. They've got the Falcons this week on Thursday Night Football, which we'll talk about later as well. Which division rival Falcons play them tough as well. They beat them twice last year. They just lost them the first game of the season. I'm telling you, if there's a team that gives them the heebie-jeebies in the division, it's probably them.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they roll into a Panthers matchup where they play them twice in the last 3 weeks. I think this is the Panthers are the biggest winner of this week, even though they had a bye.
Yep.
Because it has set up this division to be theirs, because Panthers get the Saints next week, and I don't see them losing to the Saints. I don't see the Saints sweeping the Panthers this year.
Sure.
So they will play each other where potentially the Panthers are a game up on the Bucks.
Yeah, and then play them twice. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you had to pick them right now, the Panthers are playing much, much better football than the Bucks.
Yeah.
It's what we feared. The aging players have fallen off, and there's not a lot coming through. Ibuka dropped what would have been a game-winning touchdown. I know it was a high throw. Baker cooked it a little bit, but it was also the route. Baker thought he was just going to keep running, and he turned and stopped. I don't know what he was thinking.
Yeah. In the NFL, that's a catch.
100%.
That's a
100%
catch.
it's a catch.
Yeah.
And
My rule is, as a receiver, if you can get both hands to it,
Yep.
You should catch it.
You need to be catching it.
the worst way of this is they say, oh, well, Baker threw it high. He didn't throw it high. He threw it perfectly if Ibuka just kept running.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like he second guessed what he was doing, and they just lacked that continuity for that one play.
Yeah, and you don't know the reads either. Like, he could have been sitting in the dead part of the zone, and which is what the receivers are taught to do.
But Ibuka, who shot onto the field this year, is like he was almost the savior with the Evans and Godwin issues.
He was a shoo-in for offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, and he's fallen absolutely right off. Like, the offensive rookie of the year is one of the most wide open awards in the NFL, I reckon, right now. There's a few guys
If
that
they should, or I'm leaving the podcast right now. George.
Can I say something?
I didn't say that.
If Shador throws like 300 yards 3 more times and wins 2 more games, he'll win it. I'm not saying it's right, but he will. There's no one has taken other quarterback.
Warren should get it.
Well, he's dropped off too,
He has.
and now he doesn't have a quarterback to throw it. Like he could be even worse. Like he could finish with terrible numbers, and that's part of it.
Yeah, it's definitely part of it.
And they might not make the playoffs, which takes the shine off the what he does for the offense and that,
Yeah.
which he does. Like I'm telling you, it's open right up. Shador could still be such a good narrative for the NFL too if they gave it to him. Can you imagine the hype they'd get around it? Not saying it's right, but they'll be looking to do it if
Are you
they
saying
can.
that the NFL is going to fudge something to get some more viewership?
They
No.
they do it all the time.
I'm saying it's what have you done for me lately? And come into the season, he could be in the shining light,
Yeah.
and that could be it.
And he's got the right last name. Let's not kid ourselves.
100%. All right, let's go to one of the games of the week. Josh Allen wins the duel against Joe Burrow.
This was such a good game.
What an unreal game this one was. I actually kind of feel sorry for the Bengals because I really feel like if they had Burrow all year, they're probably winning that division quite comfortably.
Yeah, I'd say so.
With
Yeah.
the issue with the Ravens, and I don't think Pittsburgh
They
are
should
very
have won
good
this
either.
game comfortably, man.
Josh Allen just turned it on when it mattered.
2 picks in 2
Oh,
throws.
and he was very unlucky. The first tip that went for the pick six, that was
No, that was a bad throw.
yeah, but how often does it just bounce straight back to the guy at full sprint and he just runs straight in?
Yeah, I know, but like,
That's what I mean was unlucky.
Doink. Off you go.
in a sense, it was unlucky, but it also should have just dirted it.
Mhm.
Like
But that's not what Burrow does. You know that.
yeah, but
And at that point, he was slinging it and he was throwing dimes.
So was the
everywhere.
game? The game was tied at that point. Yes.
no, they were up a score.
Yeah, they were upper score.
The
No,
Bengals
they were
were
up a field goal.
up a field goal, and then it went. Yeah, they went to the 4 point, and then he threw the other pick, and then Buffalo went for it on the 4th down, which I was abusing Scott for why.
You're an
'cause
idiot.
I thought they were up 7 points and they didn't kick a field goal to go up by 10.
You've got an issue with your scores.
Oh, I know. Even Lockie, I was messaging Lockie going, "What are they doing?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah,
They're only up 4." So yeah, obviously, I think that was actually a really good move in the end because then the Bengals went straight down and scored again almost instantly.
Yeah.
But hey, shout out to Buffalo. Backs against the wall a little bit. No one wants to lose. Like, yeah, Cincinnati are a much better team with Joe Burrow, but they're still a 4-win team. So
And they're also a disgusting defense still.
yeah, and Allen made them look disgusting.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
this offense really did whatever it wanted for most of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was two pretty high potent offenses just going at it.
Just going at it. The Bills defense was worrying too.
didn't look good at all.
Nah,
It looked very, very average, very slow, actually.
Yeah,
They looked slow.
it's looked bad a lot this year. The Bills offense, Bills defense. Sorry,
Higgins looked good too. He had a good game.
Higgins is just a good player.
Amen.
Good
to
player.
that.
He got hit so many times over
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah.
I felt
Well,
sorry
I think
for
he's
him.
in concussion protocol, so he's probably out next week.
Yeah, so I think this, like Buffalo are getting the 5 seed. I don't think they can catch New England. In saying that, they play New England this week. So
I think
If
the
they-
Patriots are going to drop a game.
so the Patriots have Bills. So let's just say that in terms of to even it up for the
The
division,
hypotheticals, yeah.
the hypotheticals, the Patriots lose to the Bills this week.
Yep.
So it puts the Bills on 10-4, and they're a game up on them. Depending on the scoreline, will tell you who's got the tiebreaker. Then the Patriots have the Ravens, Jets, and the Dolphins, and the Bills have
They'll
the
win 2 of
Browns,
those
the
three.
Eagles, and the Jets. So
It'll be even.
it'd be pretty close.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think this game is going to come down to can the Bills win by more than what they lost by last time.
Sure.
Well, I think the next tiebreaker is your
Your record
Division record.
Yes. So either way, the Bills are either going to be probably a 12-win 5 seed
yeah.
or the 1 seed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
two. Like, because the Bills could easily win out as well. They could win the next 4 games and finish with 13 wins,
Yes.
which means
Yeah.
I think that'll get them the division. And then they open up their doors for the Super Bowl again. That's why you can't panic. You know, he's got to hold the phone. A couple of weeks ago,
Well, if they
I
don't
wanted
get
to
the
panic.
number 1 seed, they're kicking themselves with that Atlanta game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And depending on how this game goes next week, because I truly believe the Patriots are a bit of a soft schedule merchant.
They are, but
But they've already beaten
At
them once.
home.
Come on.
That's what I mean. So that's what I'm saying. Depending how this game goes this week, if the Bills go and blow the doors off the Patriots and
I don't-
beat them by a mile, then it will be like,
I don't
God,
see it.
they shouldn't have lost them the first time. You know,
Yeah.
it's what it feels. Because that game when they lost them the first time, it was pretty unexpected.
Yeah, it was because it was early in the season. It was
Yeah.
very unexpected.
Yeah.
and the Bills also beat themselves. Like the Patriots played well against the Bills, and I think it was like week 4 or something.
Yeah.
But the Bills also beat themselves. It was like the most penalties they've had in 4 years, and
Yep.
and Allen was just missing throws that we've seen him make 1,000 times before. So like that could have been scoreboard pressure from the Patriots. It could have been a few things, but that's out of character game holistically from what we saw from the Bills. But it'll be a good litmus test next week.
Absolutely.
To see if they're
On
proper
the road,
legit.
on the road in Foxborough. That'll be a good game.
Very excited. We'll be talking. That'll be one of the key games we talk about on Sunday night.
Yep.
Amen.
All right, let's go to, this can be a quick one too. Denver just manhandle the Raiders. I think you had a great saying on what your thoughts on this game was. If you wanted to watch it more, where could you find it?
No, I'm not.
No, that was that was the Rams game.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was the Rams game, but I'm not going to repeat that.
Can I? The only reason I want to talk about this game.
Oh, the fix.
What about the fix at
Yeah.
the end?
Oh, it's legit. It's 100% legit.
Just so if people haven't seen it, the line was 8 points, I believe.
It was 8.5.
8.5 points. The last drive
They're up
of
by
the
10.
game.
They're up by 10.
Raiders are obviously hurry up trying to score points or whatever. But normally, once you don't kick a field goal, you just play the field. Time runs out, whatever. They got a penalty with 20 seconds left to stop the clock and put them into field goal range.
No, it was like 6 seconds.
Yeah, so it would have ended the game. Instead, it gave them an extra down, and then the Raiders kick a field goal to change the spread, which is wild. That's the second time this year. The other one was it the team who punted from like the 39-yard line or something like that instead of kicking a field goal?
That was the Browns, wasn't
the Browns,
it was
yeah.
the Browns, yeah.
And a college kid just got removed from college for he ran out of bounds when he was going to run in for an easy touchdown, and he just dipped out of bounds and didn't score, and found out he was actually gambling, and they've kicked him out. It was only a lower college. I can't remember who it was, but
no, I wholeheartily believe that.
So how does that happen? Is that the NFL saying kick a field goal?
No. It's not the NFL. It is like
Teams.
big wigs like that have millions and millions and like hundreds of millions of dollars.
So like theoretically, the Raiders owner could have been like, "Hey, kick a field goal on this drive, so I get the spread," sort of thing. Calls down to Pete Carroll and goes, "Oi,
they don't cover the spread."
you kick a field goal on this drive. I've got big money on
Absolutely.
Not, but one of his friends or
anything." Yeah.
Sure.
There's definitely some big influence. I don't believe the NFL would be themselves doing it for the spread, but I think there would be an influence over it.
Absolutely, there would be. There's far too much money at stake, mate. Especially, this is the problem when you allow sports betting on big events like NFL games, which are obviously huge events.
Yep,
it's going to manipulate the outcome. 100%.
Yeah, there was a ref. I know NBA. I mean, like even NBA currently, there's coaches that have been sacked. Like Chauncey Billups got sacked for fixing games. There was a ref that went to jail because of fixing games and wholeheartedly knew he was doing it, had a whole scheme around it. It's on Netflix. It's actually a really good documentary. Mav's got fucking fisted in it as per usual. But like you'd be naive to think that
doesn't happen.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Yeah.
We're talking about tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Peak naivety if you don't think it doesn't happen.
Yeah. And then Pete Carroll's response to it at the end.
What did he say?
I haven't seen what he said. What did he say?
I'll paraphrase it. It was basically like he's like, we just, it's not for the fans or anything. We just needed to get some points on the board. We just needed to go for it. We got a penalty to go our way, and we just went for it and got points. No other questions.
That's so sus, man.
Very ominous.
There was a lot of words and no meaning.
No substance to it.
Yeah,
right. All right, let's go to another absolute ripper of a game. The Packers survived the frisky Bears. My question, do you guys feel better about the Bears after watching this game?
I feel better about both teams.
I do too. I think these teams are both good.
This was genuinely the game of the year. The game of the year.
It was unreal.
There were two offenses playing really well that were attacking every blade of the grass on the field.
Yep.
Two defenses not giving up an inch every single play. It was a war of nutrition. There was like proper football weather. It was like freezing. It was
cold, man.
freezing winds.
It just sucked the way it ended because Caleb Williams had him. He did. He had him in the end zone. He had him in the end zone early, or if he'd waited half a second longer, he had Moore, who was going to walk in for a touchdown too, who they'd all left.
But what a good play from Nixon to
he just bailed and got there.
He gets beat a little bit on a great play design and then flicks his hips and then turns around and palms the ball. Like everyone said, everyone's getting on Williams for not throwing the ball. He threw the ball perfectly. Like that was
he just threw it too late. That was only if he was going to go to that route. He threw it too late.
It was one step. It was
100%, and that's the difference in the NFL, right?
If you're blaming Williams for that,
I'm not blaming Williams,
and not taking it, but like the guys in defense get paid too.
I
100%.
would have
That was a
thought,
way better play on defense than what it was Williams.
I don't know why he didn't just run for the first down.
Oh, I don't think he would have got it. There was two big dudes in his way.
He's a big dude too.
He could have.
Yeah.
He could have. That was the play design was for. It was run with it unless the tight end's wide open.
Yeah.
And in fairness, he was wide open.
He was wide
and
open.
Nixon who's been much maligned this year, Nixon. He
He's been
cops a lot of shit.
He's been up and down a little
Yeah,
bit.
and he bailed out and got there. I'm sure when that left Caleb Williams' hands, he was like, "Fuck yeah, we've
it's a
just
tutty.
tied this
Yeah.
game up." And he made a great play. And in fairness, Williams said it after.
Williams had a good game.
Yeah, they
how
both-
was that
They
drive?
both did.
What was that drive against? I think it was in the third quarter where it was like they had the ball for like 9 minutes.
Nine
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
9 minutes.
I was
That's
watching this going, this is amazing, man.
Even
like-
the last drive, they drained it. Like they almost hurt themselves with how much clock they drained
Yeah.
off, but it would have worked.
Yeah. And if you like high scoring, highlight games, this is not the game for you. If you just love watching two teams that really don't like each other
Oh,
and
yeah.
just leaving
See the
everything
handshake?
on the field.
See the handshake after the game.
Yeah. But that's
So because Ben Johnson talked a bit of shit about LaFleur when he got the
Yeah.
Bears head coaching job, he literally respected Dan Campbell and Kevin O'Connell and said all respect for him. But
I
it
look
was
forward to
it was
beating the Packers
nice
twice.
beating the Packers twice last year, and I look forward to doing it in the future. And LaFleur's like, okay,
Yeah.
So that handshake, yeah, you know what? They don't have to like each other.
No,
That's
they
that's great. They're in division.
Yeah.
And LaFleur was like, no, I see him in 2 weeks' time anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
But they don't like each other. That's
don't
very
have to.
clear they don't like each other. There's some respect there, I think, in terms
Sure.
of
Oh,
coaches'
yeah.
respect.
There's definitely respect.
But they don't like each other.
Yeah,
And that's great for divisions. It's great.
Oh, it's
and,
great for football.
And the Bears, yeah, I said this is an honourable loss, but unfortunately this takes you from the 1 seed to the 7 seed.
But don't worry about any of that.
Nah. It's,
The Bears fans, players, personnel, everyone should be happy. When was the last time they played a meaningful game against Green Bay in December? Never.
When's the last time they played a meaningful game? We went through this.
Well,
But-
all right, fair, fine.
Yeah.
But both
There's so
teams,
much at stake.
both teams won. Football fans won. Great game. Can't wait for the next one.
Agree.
yeah, well, Bears get the Browns next week, then
Oh,
Packers
fuck
again.
that. They'll smoke.
And then
the
they get
Browns.
Niners and Lions. They got a tough run home, but I think they can do enough I think they'll be the 7 seed. I think they will.
I actually feel better about the Bears than I do the Packers because the Packers
That
have
checks
kind of got a little bit more pedigree.
Yeah.
A little bit more pedigree about about them. Whereas obviously the Bears are up and coming, new coach, new system, whatever. They've proved that they're a legit team.
This division's just getting friskier and friskier every week.
Yeah.
Like even the Vikings,
the
the Vikings being
Vikings
the worst
have left.
team in the division.
The Vikings have left the chat.
Well, the Vikings are a good quarterback away from being back and being a good team.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how they do that next year, but that's literally what they're mid. If they had Darnold again this year, could you imagine how fucking wild this division would be?
Oh, it'd be insane.
Be unreal. Like there'd be 4 teams making it potentially.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, let's go to this. Could be a real quick one. The Rams right the ship against the Cards. They looked a little bit sketchy early, but then they just put it into what, second gear? Maybe is there a gear 1.5?
No, they played well. That's
That's what I mean. That's all they had to do to beat the Cardinals.
Yeah, but I think the Cardinals have lost
They've shut the doors. You reckon,
I
for the
think-
year?
whatever sort of spirit they had. I
Yeah.
think it's kind of been beaten out of them.
It's hard. It's hard when you're playing well and not getting wins and you're just losing week after week after week.
What were they? They had like the closest, the least losing margin or whatever over the first 6 weeks or something. It was
Yeah.
like 9 total points
Yeah.
over 5 weeks or so, or
Yeah.
11 points over 5 weeks they
Yeah.
lost by. And like all those just heartbreaking losses, like the loss to the Panthers where they intercepted the ball to essentially ice the game and then fumbled it and then they scored off the fumble. Like so many things have knocked.
Well,
them
and they
away.
lost to the Titans.
Yeah,
that was the Titans you're talking about.
the Titans. Sorry,
The
yeah,
Panthers,
that's right.
the Panthers won when they gave up about 9 penalties on the last drive, and then Young finally won the game.
Yeah, you might be right. Or did they lose that game in the end? Did the Panthers lose it?
No, the Panthers won.
The Panthers won. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, Rams what they did. We do have a question though regarding this game. Shout out to the boys from Snap Count Society, an NFL podcast. Ripper dudes.
Love it.
Let's go.
I believe it's their first season. Outstanding
Get after
guys.
it.
Good for them.
And they sent us this question in.
Our competition.
Here's a question for you, lads, from the SCS boys. We had a bit of a discussion last night, so can you get your thoughts? Is Michael Wilson who we wished Marvin Harrison was?
Well,
It's a good question.
there's this like talk going around now that when Marvin Harrison doesn't play, Michael Wilson is Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, okay.
Or is Marvin Harrison Senior. He's that good. He's had 100 yards every single time Marvin Harrison hasn't played. He had 2 touchdowns in this game. I don't know. I think at some point you need to understand when you're throwing the ball 44 times,
Yeah.
someone's going to have to catch the ball, right? And I think when Harrison plays, because he is a bigger pedigree as a player, defenses definitely tune into him more. I think Michael Wilson might be the matter of, well, you know, who really cares? We're up 30 points.
I think,
but he's put himself into
I think
contention
what
to
it
be a
comes down
starting
to
receiver.
is Jacoby Brissett likes playing on time. So when Michael Wilson's like, he's a good route runner and he's like that sort of slot-ish kind of receiver, that Brissett's going to work with him a little bit better because it complements his play style. Where Marvin Harrison's
bang, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and Marvin Harrison's more of your just absolute athletic freak, where it's at this point in his career, it's a little bit harder to manufacture those sort of touches. So
Just trying to see when he was drafted in 2023, so it's his second year in the NFL. Michael Wilson.
Yeah.
So I said this
They're actually
happens a
good
lot.
They're complementary styles. It's actually they could actually work really well together with once they get a proper quarterback.
I think they've got a few things they got to iron out. But shout out to the Rams keeping it. The Rams in Seattle are just chugging forward
Collision
when
course.
they play each other again, which I cannot wait for.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Friday night, Thursday night.
Just go to the schedule, please, to see who the Rams got next.
The Rams have an easy one next week.
Rams have
they got Lions actually.
Lions at home. That's not easy.
No,
that'll be a big game. So
for some reason I was thinking Falcons, but yeah.
So Seahawks, I actually think if the Rams lose the Lions, which is an if, it's definitely an if, they should be the favorite.
Not at home, I wouldn't have thought.
The Rams should be the favorite.
Yeah.
And I think Seattle will definitely beat the Colts. I'd be shocked if the Colts beat them. They could be going into that game with Seattle a game up on them.
Maybe. And the 49ers are still hanging around as well.
Yeah, 49ers are still there.
So
Seattle played them in the last game.
49ers have
Rams haven't played the 49ers twice already, so I'm assuming they've won both, or did they lose to them?
Who?
I can't remember now.
They split, I think.
They split? Yeah. Okay. Can't really remember. All right, let's get to the big one, George. The Texans nail the Chiefs' coffin shut.
The one thing I want to talk about in this game before we get into the dissect the game,
Mm.
the broadcast
was
so fucking insufferable.
I liked it. I liked every minute of it.
Someone needs to have a word with Collinsworth, man. Like
it was unbearable.
It's too much.
He's not normally that bad.
It was. I think you know what he was thinking, that I've got to get this all out of my system.
Yeah, because
now
I'm not going to see him again
because there's no more. They're not playing any more meaningful games after this because every is a dead rubber now going forward, basically for them.
Well,
They're
mathematically not, but I don't see how they do.
Well, now with the Colts being injured, that 7 seed is open for a few shit teams.
It is, but they would have to win. Do you think you can see a world where the Chiefs win out? The Chiefs will have to beat the Chargers, Titans, obviously, Broncos, and Raiders.
They're not beating the Broncos.
They might.
Well, the Broncos aren't playing fantastic.
Like they might not beat the Chargers next week. In fairness,
yeah,
they might not. You're
the
right.
Chargers' defense is tough, and Mahomes.
Their secondary is so good. We're going to talk about the Eagles game soon.
But like 9 wins might be enough because there's so many crap teams going to the 7th seed.
Mathematically, they're still alive. The division's over.
I'm not saying that they are a playoff caliber team. I'm just saying that the bottom or the middle tier of the AFC is so bad that a bad team will get in.
And Mahomes was
even if they're the 7 seed, whoever the 2 seed is going to smoke them. It'll probably be the Broncos or the Patriots.
They'll probably have to beat the Broncos to get in.
Yeah, and then play them the following.
Well, they won't be the 2 seed anymore.
Maybe not. Anyway,
yeah.
My point is the Texans shot all over them. That was
physicality from both these defenses was so good.
Do you know who stuffed up this game? And I don't often criticize Andy Reid.
Oh, Andy Reid for sure.
Going for that 4th down in a game where the Texans did not look like they could score a touchdown in that second half. They didn't look close to it. It looked like it was going to end 10-all. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And him going for it and giving them the short field, basically giving them the go-ahead touchdown, it killed him then.
But he did the right thing earlier. Like he was starting to win the field position over a few drives.
Yep.
And they got enough field position then to really pin him deep.
Yeah.
And then the next drive you would have had probably 4 minutes left on the clock.
You might have started in field goal range. That's how bad the Texans offense was.
Depending on the return, but like you could have been starting on their 30 or their 40 and you need 20 yards with Mahomes, which
you're also playing into the cards that at some point your defense might make a big play.
Well, that's right.
They might get that interception on Stroud. They might get that strip sack.
Chris Jones had a good game.
He did. Chris Jones was dominant.
Yep.
And I just feel like it was a really bad decision at the time, and it felt desperate, which is not
It
something
did.
we've seen from Andy Reid
did.
for a
That's it.
while.
Yeah.
And then obviously the way the game ended, the interception on the dropped catch. Well, in fairness to Mahomes, he had a pretty bad game, but
There was a
the
lot of
fourth
drops.
quarter, his offense sold him out. He made 5 or 6.
I think I counted 6 drops.
really
Yeah.
good throws for big plays that his receivers just dropped, and they stuffed him up. Like
Yep.
that was it. And it was a lot of that was the Texans being so tight in coverage and so physical.
Yeah.
You could tell the
There
Chiefs
was like
offense
3
was
of
rattled.
them, three that hit the hands, and then 2 of them went to the Texans.
Yeah.
And well, they picked one, and then
Oh, the Travis Kelce one was awful. He not
Yeah.
only dropped a perfect ball, but then he like passed it over his
Yeah.
back
yeah,
to the defender who was
Yeah.
trailing him. He couldn't have put it more on a
no, it was in the right
plate.
spot. Yeah,
Like it was Natalie Bartel with a warmed up dinner
He's-
plate. That's how much
he's-
you put it in front of him.
Wow. That's a niche pull, and I like it.
Some people lose that one.
He's finished. He's just got to retire.
Mahomes.
No. Fucking
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Mahomes was like, what? No, I agree with you. I think Kelsey.
no, he's
He's had a good year this
He's
year in
been-
terms of numbers and that, but I think it's done. I
he's
think he
been
needs
good up to
walk
this
away.
point, but
This,
yeah, I think
they need to do the same thing as what the Ravens need
Yeah.
to do.
Just a little reboot.
Just pull the band-aid now.
Yep.
Just I would be obviously saying, Travis, thank you very much. Enjoy your first ballot.
Yep.
I would be saying, Chris Jones, thank you very much for your service. We're gonna, because he's under contract, we're gonna trade you. We're gonna try and get a few pieces. Try and get a running back.
they need a running back. Like,
Yeah.
fuck me,
Well, that's
seriously.
the other thing that's killed them. They've lived on the edge of these, roster bubble running backs that have worked, like Kareem Hunt's worked for him at times. Pacheco, obviously, his first year was really good, but
Yeah.
it's all kind of catching up with them.
Yeah,
now.
because
they don't have the
It's Andy Reid
explosiveness.
philosophy too. Like he doesn't want to run the ball.
No,
He wants the ball in his best player's hands because he thinks that that's the pathway to win.
No,
That's why he
but-
went for it on that 4th down too. He thought that Mahomes could get it done because in the past he fucking has. Like, let's be honest.
yeah, for sure.
And the magic, I think that the magic on this team, or whatever the aura, whatever word you want to use,
it's gone.
It's
Yeah, I
gone.
agree.
It's all gone. They've squeezed the towel dry. They used it all up to beat the Eagles 2 years ago, the cheats, and now that's it. It's
I
done.
think we're taking a little bit away from the Texans. Their
No, the
defense
defense is
played
unreal.
absolutely lights out. They were at a point of attack. There was numbers. There was waves of the ball. They didn't give Mahomes a chance to set his feet. They out schemed the Chiefs, and they've got playmakers at every level. Like obviously at the ends they've got Hunter and
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson.
he's a starter.
Al Shahir's
Just
a little bit hit and miss, but he's
Oh.
good.
He's just such an animal. You know what's not hit and miss? His hits.
Hits.
Yeah.
They just
Fucking
hit.
hits.
Yeah,
Like, and I get, he makes some mistakes, but he makes up for it
Yeah,
with
but he
just
plays on the
pure
edge, bro.
Yeah.
physicality.
Yeah.
Your point's valid, Scott. The defense is nails. Forget
Yeah.
it. But you can't disagree with my point that 2 years ago the Chiefs find a way to win this game.
I agree. Even last year.
I don't.
Last year, regular season.
Last year they had a horseshoe up their ass. They winning
Yeah.
every one score.
No, I,
Caught up with him.
I think if when they played a defense like this in their prime, I still think that defense would keep them
No,
in
I
check.
disagree. I disagree.
Maybe not. It depends. Like last year, the offense wasn't that good either. It was
Yeah.
the
I'm
defense
saying
keeping
two,
them alive.
2 years ago.
Yeah, that's
2 years
fair.
ago they find a way.
Yeah,
Perhaps,
probably.
and we'll never know. But this
No, we won't.
defense definitely deserves a lot of credit.
Just quietly, Texans run home. It's looking pretty
I think they
tidy.
might win the division.
They've got Cards, Raiders, Chargers, and Colts.
I'll tell you what, if you're a fan of football and you like
what's Chargers, Texans.
Texans,
Yeah,
I think you just rest Herbert that game.
Oh yeah, Paul Herbert.
Just rest him. Take the L. Don't get him up. Just
Yeah, especially with that hand.
Well, that's
The-
a terrific segue into
Brilliant segue.
into the Monday night football game. Eagles lose a third straight to the
Third straight,
Chargers.
and we haven't. I looked into it. We haven't lost 3 straight for a very long time.
Panic time.
No. It's not panic time. It's not panic time at all.
most definitely is.
No. It's not panic time. It's not panic time at all. Everyone needs to just calm down, take a breath. It was a road loss. It was about as worse a game,
It was an awful game of football.
a worse
The
game that
whole
I've
game.
seen in a while.
Do you know Herbert was pressured on 68% of his passes?
Yeah.
Mm.
I was about to say defensively we were all over them. Offensively, obviously we struggled badly. Hurts, I think that might be his worst game in an Eagles uniform. And I've watched
was-
every single game that he's ever played for the Eagles.
It was horrendous.
That was his worst game he's ever played.
And not only the interceptions, he couldn't hit the side of a barn for most of the
Yeah,
game.
he
He made a
was-
couple of good throws. In fact, the one in overtime, the 3rd and 16 to Devonta Smith
Yeah.
was so good.
He
That's when I
made-
thought,
he made-
oh, they're going to win this game here.
He made a couple of good throws, but obviously some really poor decision making. A couple of them, like a couple of the interceptions weren't like they were his fault, but not 100% his fault. One of them, Devonta Smith slipped on that comeback route,
So
and then the corner jumped it.
I think the AJ Brown one he should have caught that. That's
Yeah.
unlucky. The ball was high, but I think he got tipped as well.
No, he got
He got
two
both hands, so he should have caught that. The Devontae Smith one, everyone's saying that. If you watch where he throws the ball,
No, he's throwing it. nowhere
Devontae
near
Smith
him.
slipped because he was trying to go back behind him to get it.
Yeah.
Seriously, just watch it again. It was like 3 yards behind.
Either way, it doesn't matter. It still
It was an
goes
awful
down as
throw,
an
yeah.
interception. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I don't think it's panic stations. There was glimpses of the running game. Yeah, these Chargers are just a really good defense. They're
They're very tough.
their secondary is outstanding, man.
Yeah, they fly around.
Nobody was getting open.
No.
Nobody was open.
No.
All game.
And then I think
And then that because Hurts is not, he doesn't have the arm talent of
no, that's what I was going to say.
of
He
guys to be
can't
able to-
can't throw guys
he can't-
open
he can't
enough.
force windows. He
No.
can't do it.
He's
he
not
doesn't have the
accurate.
arm talent.
No.
He's not accurate enough. He doesn't have the arm talent to do it. So yeah, when you're getting he's gonna have to force throws. He's gonna cough it up. That's it.
The good
I don't
thing with
think
the
it's panic
Eagles,
stations.
and it's why you shouldn't panic. They've got the Raiders next week, which that's
The
enough
ultimate-
over. And then
Ultimate
the
get
command,
right
and then
game.
the Commanders twice in the last 3 weeks. The only
Yeah,
game they got.
they'll
The
win
only
3
tough
of the
game
next
for them
4.
is at the Bills in the second last game.
Oh no, we won't win that game. We're not good enough to win that game.
I don't think you will either, but I'm
No.
just saying that's the only game that's even remotely close. They'll sweep the Commanders and they'll pump the Raiders next week.
Yeah, definitely.
They're going to win the division.
So it's
comfortably, but-
11 wins. We'll be the 3 seed. Well, we can't be any lower than the 3 seed. We won't be the 4 seed because
Oh, well, if you lose to the Raiders next week, then it is panic.
look,
Which I don't think
agree,
I
but don't
cannot see a
it.
world it happens.
Yeah,
It would be
They'll-
that would be the most shocking loss from the past 10 years.
they'll burn the city down if they lose to the Raiders. at
Yeah,
home.
there won't be a team anymore. It'll be gone.
Yeah, seriously.
It'll be gone.
No, it's not panic time. I'm keeping the faith. We're fine. There's more than enough talent on that team, and there's more than enough games left to get a bit of a roll on heading into the playoffs.
I don't think you're good enough to beat a playoff team.
Not right now.
Even
pretty
right
bad.
now, this whole season, I haven't seen enough.
at home.
Like the Chargers' offense is a skeleton. Like there's traffic cones blocking for them.
Who would
And
we,
they still couldn't
who would
stop
we play
it.
this week as the 3 seed if we were the 6 seed? Who would we play this week?
You would-
Probably the Bears or Niners.
Yeah, Bears or Niners. 3 seed plays the 6 seed, so it'd be Bears. It'd be
Wait.
Niners at this point.
We could beat the Niners at home. We could beat the Niners in Philly.
Oh,
Yeah, we could. We could.
you couldn't be confident.
No,
At home, I'm confident. Yes, yes.
I
I don't know.
don't
I don't know. I haven't seen enough from this offense.
and that's a very fair statement because we've been. I would say we've been sporadic at best.
That's generous. Yeah.
At best, that's what I
Yeah,
said. Sporadic at best.
Yeah.
I'll keep the faith. Pump the brakes. Keep the faith.
It's still a good team.
Very
I
unlike
think-
the other Phillies fan who are burning the city down.
That's okay. People react in different ways.
I think you've slid out of proper contenders, though.
Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
That was gone a month ago, Scott. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, but like- No.
we were out of Super Bowl contention a month ago, dude. When we lost to who did we lose to a month ago? It was a bad loss.
Well,
Cowboys.
The Giants.
on November
No.
23rd.
The Cowboys. Yeah,
The
that
Cowboys,
Cowboys
yeah.
game, we're up 21-0.
Yeah.
And we somehow
As
lost
I
that
say,
game. That was it.
on November 23rd, you guys were 8-2 and up 21 points on the Dallas Cowboys.
So
And what are you now?
3 weeks later.
8-5.
No,
We can't win every game, but
we're
I
not
just
good enough to
you're not
to
playing
win.
well in losses,
No.
which is a little bit concerning.
No, we're not.
All right, let's get to
There's
some
enough talent, but the way we're playing is nowhere near Super Bowl caliber.
listener questions.
Let's do it.
Tommy's giving us a little thing. Good on you, Tommy.
Good on
There
you.
we
Tommy.
go.
Shout out to Big Tommy. All right, I've got a few from our boy T-Bone Malone.
Ooh, here we go.
How far do you think the NFL is from adding at least 2 more playoff spots, making 16 teams total?
Hopefully, never.
Yeah, if they do that, it's
Is
ridiculous.
T-Bone Malone the Philly fan?
No.
Oh.
That's not T-Bone. He's a Cowboys fan, I think.
Oh,
Shout out.
shout out.
So, shout out T-Bone.
He said, I think it's the perfect way. I think it's perfect the way it is, but we are seeing in every sport, they just love to add spots.
Yeah, if they ever put in a play-in sort of system in NFL, it would be the worst thing they ever do.
Mm.
I think division games have so much weight to them. and the payoff to winning your division is perfect. You get a home field.
home playoff game.
The number one seed deserves a bye because it's just such a grueling NFL season. And at the end of the day, we all want to see the best teams playing in the Super Bowl.
I'm on 8 seed.
Well, it's not even an 8 seed, but if you're good enough to be the 1 seed, in theory, you're good enough to be in the Super Bowl. And I want everything to go through that stadium, and that to go like those two teams to basically play each other, the two number 1 seeds.
I think if they added an 8th team, they would 1 and 2 would get a bye.
Yeah, sure.
But
They'd go back to that.
I guess my take is that the whole point of the playoffs is it's meant to be the pinnacle of the season.
Yep.
And the more teams that you add, like I didn't like that they added the 7 seed.
No, I'm not a big rat for it.
The more teams you add, all it does is dilute the product, in my opinion.
I don't mind 7
Just an extra game.
because you got 14 out of the best 32 teams. That seems about fair.
Like if you didn't have a 7 seed this year, you've got teams like the Niners or the Bears probably missing out, who
Sure.
are good enough to be playoff teams. But then again, some years you get like a 7-win team. Like it ebbs and flows.
Fine.
Yeah.
So leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What they should be doing is getting rid of a preseason game and adding another regular season.
I agree.
That's
That's
what they should be doing.
100%.
and then another bye.
His other question was,
2 buys, perfect.
Yeah.
his other question was, he wants to hear what our Super Bowl picks are, not for best teams, but like something exciting and fun we would like to see. Like he used an example. His one was Bears versus Jags, like just something completely out of the ordinary. Something like just,
If you get 2 first head coaches playing off in the Super Bowl, would that be the first time ever?
yes.
I'd like to see 2 teams that have never won one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
would see.
Bear, has the Bears won one?
Yeah, 85.
Bills in the AFC.
I think Bills and Lions would be
Bills and Lions.
the
Yeah.
ultimate one because they've both earned their flowers. They've been good teams.
both
Likeable.
And you would go into that Super Bowl and be like, I literally don't want a team to lose. Like,
Yeah.
can we give them both the award? Because you'd feel bad for whoever lost. And I think you get a really good game.
It'd be a good
as well.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like something like that. Bills, Lions, something like that.
Shout out to our boy T-Bone Malone though with the question.
Yeah,
Really
that's amazing.
appreciate it,
Great job,
mate.
man. Thank you.
We got a few more. Some of them we've discussed, so I'll just mention them, but we don't have to go
Sure.
on about it. Billy Boy said Eagles are done. Hurts is over his peak. I would argue he never had a peak. So
That's also not a question. Thank you, Bilbo.
yes. and then he also said
learn grammar, my little friend.
he also said Mahomes is washed and KC is the most mid team at best when the refs aren't favoring them.
I agree, 100% correct. Also not a question.
I did say question all statements.
Okay, cool.
The next one,
He's right about that though. He's right about the Chiefs and the flags.
Yeah, no,
Take away their flags. They're a mid-tier team.
I've actually got a feeling he sent that in just for you.
Yeah, it's called rage bait.
How can it be rage mate if I agree with that?
Uh,
George, you got to get with the times. Like, so if someone says 6'7", what do you do?
I don't know.
Exactly. Guys, what are we dealing with here?
I also don't know.
Old man yelling at clouds.
All right, guys, I don't know either. And that's all our questions. We got the rest of them in with the game. So it's just Billy's 2 statements we had to make. Oh, and I will give a shout out to our boy John Layton, Coach JL. Which goes with what you said. I think he was referring to the Eagles. Most fans are too emotional. Trust the process. Change is only good if it comes with improvement.
Bang! Shout out JL.
So put on a t-shirt, ladies
Very
and gentlemen.
philosophical.
Very. All right, let's get to the Thursday night football game, which is the Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Bucks. Can I please start?
Please.
Yeah, can we just not watch this game?
Falcons are winning this.
I hope not.
They're winning it. They're gonna beat them.
In Tampa?
Yep. They're going to beat them. I'm telling you. I feel it in every part of my fight.
They've been
I
their
feel it
bunny
more
team.
than the Raiders winning and Brock Bowers scoring 3 touchdowns. I feel it way more.
They've been their bunny team, that's for sure.
I think London's back too.
Everything's just trending
I
towards
don't
them
know.
being there.
I saw enough of the Falcons this week to think that they're.
We obviously know how you feel about the Falcons. And they got
Well, in fairness, I mean,
What, does he not like them or something?
I don't
fairness,
think he doesn't dislike them. He just
what
thinks
have
they're
they
fucking
shown
shit.
anyone?
Nothing. But that's what's so brilliant about it, right? Because the Bucks are free falling, and isn't it just the ultimate thing that like the struggling bunny team in your division that you just catch when you're free falling?
Yeah, I just think that Mayfield has way too much balls to let this one slip. I think that he knows.
Just lost to the Saints.
Yeah, and and what happens to good teams when they just lose to a bad team?
But are the
They
Bucks
usually
are the
bounce
Bucks
back.
a good team? That's
They-
not, that's,
they-
the only,
they're
that's the only hole in your story.
They're,
They're,
a,
they're
they
far
good?
better. They're far better than Atlanta.
They are far better than
and they're a
That's
good team in
very
the NFC for the purposes of this discussion, which is the NFC South. They're a good team for the NFC South.
Yeah, they're
That's
the yeah.
But I said, you call me a homer. I'm homering the Panthers. I want them to win the division
Same.
so badly. Bucks had their chance. They won a Super Bowl with Brady. They've had their fun. And I said, I think they'll be back next year with a bit of rejigging because they've got the quarterback. I think Baker's a top level quarterback, so they can rebuild and get it going again.
His first half of the year was amazing.
Yeah, he was MVP. They were 6-0.
balling, bro.
Maybe 6-1. Their first loss was to the Eagles, I'm pretty sure, in week 7.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right because
Yeah.
they were both unbeaten at that
Yeah.
point.
And he also threw a pick in the end zone that if that had been a touchdown, it would have won.
Yeah, they
Well, in fairness, they probably had some games they should have lost, and they had some Tinasco their way.
and
So-
also they should have beaten the Saints. Like that was the ultimate. They're going to lose this. How the fuck are they going to
Yeah,
lose
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Like embarrassingly. So I'm taking Atlanta on my gut. I hope Tampa win because I think they're a better team. But I'm taking Atlanta.
A bad loss, because that's a bad loss losing to the Saints.
Mm.
I want to see win, lose, whatever. I want to see the response. I wanna
Lose
see what
this
the
game
response is
and
gonna
lose
be.
the division. Bye bye, Lovey.
Oh
Lovey.
yeah, maybe.
Peace.
Yeah,
Who,
maybe.
Lovey,
Lovey Smith. Isn't he the head coach?
Raheem,
Raheem Morris. Sorry.
Morris, yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah, maybe.
Um,
Maybe.
No, where's Lovey? Isn't Lovey Smith the head coach somewhere?
No.
Why am I dreaming?
We was at the Texans, wasn't he? Before.
Yeah, he was at the
Okay.
Texans and they won that game.
Isn't
the last
Raheem
game.
Morris the Falcons head coach? I think I'm right here, and you
No,
guys
no,
are
it's
wrong.
not Lovey Smith. No, it's not Lovey Smith.
Lovey Smith is a long-time Bears coach. Hold
Yeah.
on a second. Raheem Morris
Raheem Morris is the Falcons coach.
is the
actually.
Falcons head coach.
Yeah.
Who's the Bucks head coach? I swear it's Lovey Smith.
Oh, who is it? Yeah.
Todd Bowles.
Oh, boss.
Todd Bowles. Sorry, my bad. Lovey Smith's been gone for a long time. You're right.
Yeah.
I think he's like an office guy for Cincinnati now. Doing a great job. Shout out to the Thursday night game. Shout out to our sponsors, Sporting Globe, Churnside Park. Download the app, get around there, get in there, buy a meal. Make sure you change the sponsorship in the app to the Sporting Globe, Churnside Park. You need to set it as, to the Vault Studio. You need to set it as Churnside Park first.
Yes.
Then you can change it to us, and then you can swap it back to whatever store you're in. It doesn't
Yes.
matter after
Yep.
that, but you got to set it as Churnside Park to set us as your sponsor. A few people have asked that. So get around that. Get around our socials, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And TikTok. Twitter's dead. Twitter's a cesspool of porn.
Yeah, don't go there.
It's horrendous.
I've
Although,
never been on there.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
If you want to look at some
No.
Rams Cardinals
Okay.
highlights, you probably will have to look it up on Pornhub.
Wow.
There it is.
There
There
it
it is. Peace out, you boys. We'll see you Sunday night for the live show. Thanks,
Ciao.
everybody.